Hello my students, how are you today? I hope you are very well today. Today we are going to complete our lesson about Unit 6 and the title of our unit today is Cultures and Traditions. We are going to talk about Lesson 3. We had before Lesson 1 and Lesson 2, but now we are going to take Lesson 3. Open your pupils book page 33. Here in this page, before you listen, it's a listening skill. Before you listen, let's read these words or these sentences. Hi, I'm Nada. Yesterday I asked Grandma Hissa about our culture and traditions in old Kuwait. Can you guess the questions I asked? Let's guess the questions. Where did people live in old Kuwait? What did people do in the evening? What did people do in the evening? So let's guess these questions, okay? Now listen to Grandma Hissa. Then complete Kuwaiti's timeline. Let's listen to the recording and understand the story very well.
I think I can remember when the Dixon family lived at Dixon House. When I was young, Kuwait City was small. Most people lived in houses by the sea. The men worked at sea, fishing. They also took dates over the sea to sell and came back with tea and rice. There weren't many shops. People bought things they needed at the souk. In the evenings, we talked a lot and told stories because there was no television. The family usually ate together. We didn't have the things that people have today, but we were happy.
After we listen to the recording, I think she talks about Kuwait in the past and Kuwait in the present, okay? And life in the past and life in the present. Look at pictures 1 and 2, then write 2 sentences about Kuwait. In box 3, draw a picture about Kuwait in the future, then describe it with a sentence below. In the past, Kuwait in the past, people work at sea. But in the present, people buy things they need in the malls. People buy things they need in the malls. So, people in the past and people in the present. But Kuwait in the future, Kuwait will have lots of factories. Kuwait will be a country of technology. Kuwait will become a modern, very modern country in the future, and it depends on technology in its strategies to be the best in its area. Now we have a grammar rule, simple past tense or past simple tense. It's a very important tense. We must know information about this tense because we use this tense to talk about the past. The past simple consists of subject. The subject may be a pronoun or a noun. Pronoun like he, she, it, they, you, we, or a noun like Ahmad, Ali, Ibrahim, and etc. Plus the verb in the second form. Like live, lived. So we add D to the verb. In the past, people lived in small houses. Live, lived. Travel, traveled. Travel, traveled. In the past, men traveled to India. In the past, men traveled to India. We add ed to the verb to change the verb from the present to the past. Go, went. The past form of go is went. In the past, men went fishing in the sea. In the past, men went fishing in the sea. Tell, told. Tell, told. For example, in the past, mothers told stories in the evening. Mothers told stories in the evening. So we use the past form of the verb, the second form of the verb, to talk about the past actions. Make a question. I watched a film last night. We want to make a question about this sentence. So I'm going to say, what did you watch last night? I am asking about the film. So what did you watch last night? We're going to skip ed because we used in the question did. Okay? And don't forget to put a question mark at the end of the question because it's a very, very important thing. I watched a film last night. When did you watch a film? When did you watch a film? So I asked about the film in the first question, but in this second question I'm asking about time, last night. So I used the question word when. When did you watch a film? Make a question. I had a sandwich yesterday. So when did you have a sandwich? I'm asking about the time, yesterday. So I used the question word when. When did, and don't forget to put did after the question word because I'm asking about something in the past simple. So I must use the auxiliary verb did. When did you have a sandwich? Yesterday. I had a sandwich yesterday. So what did you have yesterday? Here I'm asking about sandwich. What did you have yesterday? What did you have yesterday? People's Book page 34. Open your People's Book page 34. Ask and answer. What did women do in the past? Where did people live in the past? They cooked food. What did women do in the past? They cooked food. Where did people live in the past? They lived in houses by the sea. That means next to the sea. Okay? Nasr and Hamad, they are talking together. What did people in the past eat? People ate fish and vegetables. So they ask each other about people in the past. So we are going to use the past simple tense. And we are going to put the verb in the second form because we are talking about the past. Here form questions using what, when, why, where to about the sentence below. Okay? Here, Nada asks her grandma about life in the past. What did Nada ask her grandma about? Number 2, men went fishing in the sea. Where did men go fishing? Where did men go fishing? Number 3, people told stories in the evenings. When did people tell stories? When did people tell stories? Number 4. Men travel to India to buy things. Men travel to India to buy things. Why did men travel to India? Why did men travel to India? So we formed questions in the past simple tense because we used did. It is the auxiliary verb. We must use it in the past simple tense form. Here, do you collect stamps? The grandma's asking. Do you collect stamps? I think for me, I collected stamps before. Okay? All the Kuwaiti stamps tell a lot about the story and culture of Kuwait. Look at this collection of old Kuwaiti stamps. Talk about them with your friends. We have many stamps right here. Some stamps tell us about Kuwait rulers and Kuwaiti's national celebrations. And these are the stamps in Kuwait, and they are very, very important stamps and talks about the rulers and Kuwaiti's national celebration. I hope you understood the lesson today, and see you in the next time. Thank you, my students. Bye bye.